how'd you actually go from taking a course in 2002 to where you were at your most happy in 2013? Like, what was the primary business venture to get you to that point where you made your first million?
See, I was pretty diversified. I never had one income.
So you diversified early.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
In 2002, I launched a financial planning company. It's called Legacy Life Group. It still exists. They changed. We shortened it to LLG Financial. It's 50-50 with a guy, John Dewar. We're still buddies. I've had 14 business partners. I'm still friends with all of them. And John, I sold him. I moved from North Carolina back to California, and I sold him my half, so he owns the whole thing. So I had a financial services business. I grew it just using the internet to 6,000 customers, which is a lot. We were managing either the money or the financial planning for 6,000 customers in 50 states. I used the internet to scale that. That was but at the same time, I had a nightclub business, and I bought businesses, and then I started doing consulting. Then I got into online dating, and then I really liked the consulting thing. I was doing that a lot in 2009 and 13. I've always been I grew up, you got to look to your ancestors for your legacy and your strengths. I have a lot of teachers in my family. Both my grandma and grandfather were professors. And so I realized consulting to me was like teaching. So I started doing more of that, but I had online businesses doing 7 figures, in the dating space. And I hadn't sold those other businesses, so I still had cash flow passively from the nightclub business and from financial services. So I was doing, but I got on the show Millionaire Matchmaker. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was like an old reality show, dude. It was like 2008 came out. It was the number one. I'm always a controversial dude. I realized that. In 2008, when I got on TV, my episode became the most controversial. It was actually the most watched episode for like 2 years.
So what's the premise of the show? Is it like a dating show for?
Yeah, it's like a matchmaker. She gets guys. I think you had to qualify as a millionaire. I had to show like my financials. It was like 2007. So I got cast by a guy named Sam Rima. He's now the head of casting for Playboy. And I met him. And
what a life that guy lives.
Yeah, Sam Rima, he's on social. You'll see. He's like the original guy who had all the women that you see now people doing on social media. But yeah, so that was, I was always diversified. And I don't even remember an inflection point of my first million. I don't remember. People ask me that. I'm like, shit, I don't remember. I just remember at some point, your net worth, your cash flow, it's there. And so it wasn't so sudden of a thing.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I think that just shows your nature as a person that likes to explore. Do you think in the long run, if you're just looking at dollars, just looking at net worth, that's served you more or actually hurt you more? Like if you were to just lock in on one thing and just always be there, do you think you would have been better off? Just talking monetarily wise, not enjoyment and fulfillment.
Well, like Confucius says, the man who chases 2 rabbits catches none. But Warren Buffett chases 1 rabbit. That's Berkshire Hathaway. That owns 110 companies. So I guess is how you define what the word 1 rabbit is.
Yeah.
In general, I would say know thyself. If you're a high explorer person like Elon Musk type personality, then he's good with having several things going. If you are more of a, there's Mark Zuckerberg focused on one thing for a long time. Jeff Bezos was just Amazon. Then he eventually, bought Whole Foods and all this stuff. So know thyself. I think for me, I'm not sure if I would have made more money just doing one thing. Possible. If I was a betting man, I'd probably say I would have.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.